Hey guys, it's Andy. I'm here for my OST, I forget the number, it's 2019, whatever number that is. I'll put it in the title, but I don't know offhand. But yeah, I'm going to be showing my OST run-through of 2019. Last year, 2018, I did live and did face cam. Unfortunately, this year I was unable to do so. I was pretty busy and ended up just having to have the battle, and I'll just be showing my replays, of course. So if that upsets anyone, I'm sorry. I actually was I didn't even expect to participate in OST this year because of how busy I was. I haven't really played since before Zygarde got banned, so I didn't really know what all has happened to OU. I just felt like it would be better to skip this year of OST. But time went on, and the substitute thread went up, and I just couldn't resist. I signed up as a substitute and ended up being matched up versus my opponent here, CJSmooth, and here we are. So yeah, I ended up making some teams because I didn't want to use... Well, I didn't have a team to that wasn't mine to use because all my other teams were pre-Zygarde ban, so I didn't have anything. So I just made some things that... Oh, why am I on the other side? Hold up, there we go. Yeah, so this is my team. I made it around Rocks, Megatar, Specs, Blacephalon, I think Scarflando, Shuka Coco if I'm not mistaken. This might be Z-Fly, I don't remember. AV and Calm Mind. Yeah, maybe there's no Z move. I don't remember. But it's going up against this team here, which I didn't feel too bad, matchup-wise, because Specs Blacephalon is very nice, especially after I get rid of Gren. And I actually almost wanted to lead Lando, expecting him to lead Gren, and maybe U-turn on out of that. But in case this was Scarf Gren, I didn't go that route. Instead, I ended up leading Blacephalon because it matched up pretty nicely versus the rest of his team, at least. So as we'll see here, he actually leads Gliscor, which isn't the worst. I forget if I had... No, I had Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, Trick, and Will-O-Wisp was my set, right? Or maybe it was Flamethrower. I know I was unable to OHKO this Gliscor. So if I had Overheat or Mind Blown or something, I could have killed it, but I didn't have that. So I thought about what I should do here. I thought about maybe tricking it, not allowing him to get his Toxic Orb. Thought maybe going hard Tangrowth, but I think I have HP Fire on that, so I didn't want to go to that versus his Gliscor. So I thought about it for a bit and ultimately decided I would just Will-O-Wisp this thing, because I do have Will-O-Wisp on my Specs Blacephalon, because even if he does just attack, then he'll be burnt and won't be able to knock me out. So as you'll see, he does stay in. I do burn him. He does attack, and I do survive. So that kind of worked out. The bad thing now is that I'm locked into this and have to switch, which will allow him to get up rocks, which I believe he does here. The good thing about this for me, though, is that he won't be toxic stalling the whole game. So he got up rocks, but I burnt his Gliscor, so it's kind of a worthwhile trade-off, somewhat. My defogger is Coco, so I don't think it'll be too difficult to defog versus his team. But anyway, I got in my Lando versus his Gliscor, and I didn't expect him to go for rocks with this thing, actually. I thought he would, I really didn't know what he would do, but I thought Heatran would be the rocker, but him getting up rocks was pretty bad for me, so... Well, not particularly, but the fact that I have my Scarflando inverse this thing is pretty bad because I don't have HP Ice or anything to threaten it, so I just have to switch on out, and he's going to do the same. As you'll see, I go out to my Clef, as he, like I said, has U-turn, so he just switches out to Coco. Now here, well, my Clef has Calm Mind, Moonblast, Thunderbolt for Toxapex, and Recover, or Soft Boil. So it's a bit of an unconventional set. I soft boiled right here on his Thunderbolt, just to scout what he is, and I see he's doing you know, not specs or not like life orb or anything. So just wanted to scout, see what he would do. So yeah, there's that. Now I don't know what he would do because I could be Calm Mind. I am Calm Mind, but now isn't really the time to go for it. Ideally, I could wait until the terrain runs out. Then he'll be doing much less damage. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So in my mind, at this point, it made sense for me to expect Heatran to come out, and he would just get it started with that. So I make, in my opinion, a very bad play and go for Thunderbolt, because like it's not even a bad play in hindsight. It's just like, even though the terrain was up, Thunderbolt wasn't going to be doing that much to Heatran to warrant making a play like this. Like, if anything, either stall out the terrain and just keep soft boiling, or switch to something that can take on the Thunderbolt, or the switch to Heatran, which would be like Megatar, I guess. So those were my plays, but I didn't do either of them. I Thunderbolt right here as he Thunderbolts again, and yeah, I essentially get nothing out of it. Now here, I make an even worse play, arguably. I don't scout for a Z move or anything, because I'm Shuka Berry, so I'm thinking he might be Shuka Berry too. But no, he is actually Electrium, and he just goes for it here and knocks me out. So I played really badly with my Clefable this round. Like, there isn't even much else to say about it. I just don't like the way I played with my Clefable. And now I'm actually forced out to that Tyranitar, and this isn't too bad. I could get up rocks, but I would actually prefer to just get off a hit on something. Nothing on his team really wants to take a Stone Edge, so I'm gonna go for that, as he U-turns on out, does 19, and brings in Tangrowth, and that does 48. So with the Sand, that is a 2-hit KO. So I actually have Fire Punch too. I thought about going for it because that would kill this thing also, but in case he wanted to make a wild play and switch expecting a Fire or Ice Punch, I just Stone Edge again, and he actually stays in and just dies. So I guess because I had like Blacephalon, maybe he felt it was expendable, but still, I felt that was very good for me. It might have possibly given me an opening, so I was definitely you know, pretty pleased about that. But now he can go out to this thing, this Mega Heracross, and the only thing I can do is go out to my Scarflando, intimidate it, take like 30. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of another battle, but yeah, I thought I nearly died from that, but I only took 36 from the CC. Again, I can't threaten this thing. All I can do is explode, but I don't think I do that because I just don't know. I don't think I make the play here. I could, but nah, he goes Gliscor. And I remember thinking about exploding there, but I didn't want him to go Gliscor or Heatran or something and just, you know, void all potential damage I could do. So I remember making the call of the U-turn and it working out because he goes Gliscor, and now I can get in my Coco and finally Defog. Even if I wasn't Shuka, he's burnt, so Earthquake wouldn't kill me here, so essentially a free Defog, as he actually gets him up again, which I didn't expect, but I'll just continue to go for Defog because I'm wearing him down. He goes for Earthquake there, but like I said, I'm Shuka, he's burnt, there's no way that's killing. And finally, I can just take him out right there with the HP Ice. So I do get rid of rocks as he brings out Heatran. Now here, I forget what I do. I think I go hard T-Tar and get burnt by Lava Plume or some nonsense. Yeah, looks like that's what happened. Yep. So again, probably not the best play I could have made, but I didn't know, like, what, because this wasn't rocks, I had no idea what kind of Heatran this would even be. Like, I didn't know if he would be Magma Storm or what, but worst case scenario, he burned me with the Lava Plume there. I basically only need this for rocks now, though, so I'm going to get up my rocks here as he goes out to Greninja, and I get him up. I don't want to give this thing Battle Bond, so I'm going to go out to Tangrowth, I think, yes, as he He U-turns, revealing himself to be Protean, probably Scarf, and he brings out Heracross, and now this was crazy. Here I'm just planning on sacking my Tyranitar, but as you're gonna see, he actually has the set. He has the sub Mega Heracross, and it's like, no. So now he's behind the sub. He's able to blow me back here, and basically I have to go with something like Coco just to break the sub, which will then allow me to go to Blacephalon afterwards. And it's still not all bad because, like I said at the beginning, it's very strong versus team. Gren is at 95, so it's still out of range of I believe well, it would be essentially a +2 Shadow Ball, so I think he would be in range of that, but I mean, he's not gonna switch his Greninja, so I would never be in a position where I would outspeed Greninja and be able to threaten it, so not really gonna be sweeping with this thing, but I will kill something right here with the Shadow Ball, and he throws out his Mega Heracross, which I was fine with because it was so threatening. He brings in Coco, and I think he U-turns, expecting my Tangrowth. No, he just bolts. Makes sense. And he paralyzes me. I don't think that comes into play. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. I forget what I did there. I think I quaked. Yeah, I quaked for sure. Look at his team. Look at Quake. Yeah. So he gets rid of rocks for free, basically. And now I think he goes Greninja on my Earthquake. Yeah. So would have been nice to get off that Earthquake damage on Coco, but it is what it is. He gets in Gren. Now that I know he's Protean, I don't want to stay in here. I think I just sack my Blacephalon as he goes for a U-turn. So it's not a sack because I actually live this. And he goes out to Heatran. And I could trick, but I decide damage is best. Not really sure why, because if I can ever position myself to where Lando can click Quake, damage on this won't matter. I guess it was more if Tangrowth ever got in that position again, I could Quake, because now that this is weakened, Quake is more spammable, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But I do just, I don't really have another play. Like, I can't switch to anything, so I'm just going to fire off a Shadow Ball, and a Specs Shadow Ball does absolutely nothing to this Heatran, and not looking good. So I go Lando here, and I believe I just Earthquake as he sacks Coco. Yep, so Coco goes down, and now he brings in Greninja, and at the range my Tangrowth is at, well, after I come in, get my regen, it's like a roll if it can 2-hit KO me. So my only play here is to go hard Tangrowth and hope I don't get 2-hit KO'd. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Go out to Growth, and Ice Beam does 40%. So if he gets another roll like that, I will survive and I can knock him off, which will get rid of his Scarf and potentially allow my Scarf Lando to just do it with Earthquake. So I really thought about this for a long time and determined it was in my best interest to go Lando right now on his Heatran switching, because, you know, my knockoff is my play right here. So Heatran can survive the knockoff, and then I'm in the same position I was in, you know, last whatever turn it was, where I can't really switch into Heatran. So I didn't want a situation like that, and I made the call, and I actually go out to my Lando here expecting him to go Heatran, but as you'll see, he stays in and just clicks Ice Beam. So he was either going off me, like, not... either him getting the roll and knocking me out, but in his defense, he also could have gotten the full para, so he had that going for him also. So I can't really be too upset about that, but I still kind of am, but it's fine. I still stand by my play at the end, because I don't know, stun or die. But yeah, that's game 1 versus CJSmooth here. And now here we are for game 2. Again, why am I on the other side? Okay, here's this team I made. It's basically Psychicium No, it's non-Z-move Manaphy. It's Z-move Farium Magearna. And then like Scarflando, Shuka, Coco again. Scarflando actually has Defog this time, if I'm not mistaken. This has Rocks, and then Mega Lopunny. I think I'm Rindoberry Manaphy or something weird. But that could come into play versus his Kartana here, so that's actually pretty nice. But looking at this, Mega Medicham kind of eats my team alive. My team's more of like a balance breaker or like a stall breaker even. So not really the best matchup versus Medicham here, but it's not like I'm completely outmatched. So I just gotta play well, and I can maybe position myself to do something with one of my like setup mons. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. And I actually lead. I lead Coco. He leads Lando. Okay. Now, because of Scarflando's prominence, I expected that's what this would be, and I actually expected... Wait a minute. No, I definitely checked this, made sure my terrain went off before his Intimidate went off, so I knew he wasn't Scarfed, right? But because of that, I am expecting him to go for Stealth Rock right here, maybe. Oh, either way, I'm Shuka, so I don't have to worry. Meanwhile, I can threaten him with HP Ice, no matter what he does. So that's exactly what I'm going to do as he stays in, takes 75, and just U-turns on out of there, and brings in his Magearna. So pretty good turn 1 in my opinion. I prevented Rocks, found out he's non-Scarflando as he brings in Magearna, and I think I just Thunderbolt in case he's, set up or something. But I find out here he's definitely AV, and he just Volt Switches on out to, who is it? Scarf Cart, right. I think I'm now in range of Leaf Blade, so don't want to stay in here. I think who do I go to? I think it's Ferrothorn as he knocks off. Yeah, he does knock off, gets rid of my Chople Berry I was holding. And now I don't think I rock. I think I leech. I know I do something that I shouldn't have done, because what this did was allow Medicham in, and that is absolutely not something that I wanted. I get up Rocks, but like something's got to die here, and I bye Manaphy. Any potential I had to do, well, I didn't do that also because he had AV Mag, Rotom, Gren even, and this to speed tie with. So I did determine Manaphy to be the weakest link. It's just unfortunate I couldn't do literally anything with it. So yeah, I'm just messing up here. So now I have to go out to my Lopunny, threaten him with the Fake Out into return. He actually goes Magearna. I couldn't really predict that though, like, because Medicham was so immediately threatening. So now I go out to my own Mag as he Floor Cannons. I don't know why, like, I expected the Floor Cannon. I almost stayed in to just make a crazy play and high jump kick, expecting a Volt Switch or something, but fortunately for me, he does go for Floor Cannon as I go out to my own Magearna. Unfortunately, he crits and does a truckload, but because he's -2 now, I determined this is actually going to be a good time for me to set up, because I'm Calm Mind, Shift Gear, Floor Cannon, Thunderbolt, or something. I think those 4 attacks, yeah. So I just, what is it, Calm Mind? No, I Shift Gear right here as he has Iron Head. I didn't expect Iron Head Magearna just because I haven't seen it in so long. Like, it completely slipped my mind that people were still running Iron Head on their AV Magearna. So definitely a mishap on my end, because now I don't even want to stay in. I just go out to my Ferrothorn, let him take some Iron Barbs damage, and I think I Gyro Ball this time as he actually goes Kartana and takes some decent damage, but something pretty much has to die here. I think can Coco take it? No, it doesn't look like it. He actually goes Rotom, maybe expecting Lando, which I do go to, but I can U-turn on out as he's probably gonna defog. I'm Scarf Lando, if I didn't say that already. Yeah, he does defog, but I get in my Mag, and I can pretty freely go for my Z move. I could shift gear also, maybe on like his Lando or even Magirna sack, but I didn't think he would go either of those routes since I already revealed shift gear. I didn't think him sacking something when I could shift gear again would ever be a play that made sense to him, but as you'll see, he actually does that. He goes Lando as I just fire off my Z move, so really didn't understand that one, but he gets that play right again and is able to bring out Medi and just get it started with some high jump kicks. I go out to low bunny, and unlike last time, I'm so far in the back now. I know he's gonna stay in, so I should definitely fake out into return, but like, even if I make that play and call it right, like, I don't get enough out of it, so my best hope is to hope he just starts switching around, like as I high jump kick here, but no, he does stay in and knocks me out here. And at this point, my only hope really is to dodge some high jump kicks, but we'll get to that. So Thunderbolt does 25 and then does 23, so I'm not able to hit KO Magirna. They're not giving me anything here, as he's able to knock me out there. So I go Lando. I think I U-turn, then go what? Oh, I clicked last turn, meant next turn. Here lands high jump kick versus Pharaoh, and then what do I do here? U-turn? Oh, Stone Edge, because that's the only thing that could hit Rotom, I guess, and then he has Ice Punch to finish it off. So that battle was a bit whack. Yeah, you could say the first one was too, to the end game, but this one was way worse. Just matchup wise, even, like, I really had nothing for Medicham, especially after my Chople got knocked off. But even with Chople, I think Ferrothorn drops. I don't know. Either way, this was only 2 rounds. Ended up getting eliminated round 1 of OST, so not really much to say. I didn't expect to do well, but I didn't think I would get knocked out round 1, so got some work to do if I sign up next year, which I probably will. Gonna probably try to do Facecam live recording again, but we'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed these replays. If you're participating in OST, hope you're doing better than I am. So I guess that'll be all for this video then. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a good day.